What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Roshad, and we back again. Got another video. Gonna be doing a tier list today. It's been a little minute since I've done tier lists. I can't remember what the last one was. I don't know if it was like the Resident Evil games one. I don't know. I haven't even went back and looked at like my own videos, so I can't exactly remember. I know which I remember which ones I did if I saw them, but I know this one's not overlapping. The point of this one is because the Sonic movie came out. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie came out. I think it was just called Sonic 2. But anyway, that movie came out, and I did see it. Didn't do a movie review for it. I normally do movie reviews over on Roshad Reacts, but I've been too short on time, unfortunately, to do a whole lot of movie reviews. I have seen a decent amount of movies recently, but time to do the movie reviews is kind of short, so I'm not going to do a whole movie review here. However, I am going to do a tier list for video game movies. So there's been lots of video game movies releasing lately. Have not seen apparently a ton of them. If you can see on the screen, it's got a ton of video game related movies that I haven't seen. I already made a tier here, have not seen / do not remember, because there's a bunch. I don't even know. It might be more that I haven't seen than movies that I have, but the ones that I have seen, I'm going to go ahead and rank them in Sonic 1 and 2 movies I have seen, of course. So you can pretty much see, I've seen the Tomb Raiders, I've seen the Resident Evil movies, all of them, Silent Hill, Sonic, everything you see on there, Mortal Kombat especially. Like, they're basically, it's like, if it's a game series that I really liked, then I definitely saw the movie. Think of it that way, like Street Fighter as an example, right? So I'm gonna just jump right into it. So look, if there's any movies on this list that I haven't seen that you see and you think I definitely should because it's freaking awesome or something, definitely let me know. Like, I'm trying to see if there's anything on here. I haven't seen the Street Fighter, I guess it's like the Chun-Li one. I heard it sucked, that's why I didn't see it. So Rampage, now I did want to see that because that looked kind of interesting. I believe Dwayne Johnson's in it. And I pretty much, I like a lot of his movies. I don't like all of them, but I like a lot of his movies. Pikachu movie, I don't know. I kind of felt a little weird about Ryan Reynolds, the whole Ryan Reynolds thing, and Pikachu, like, saying anything besides Pikachu. But I heard it was good, so maybe I should give it a chance. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the stuff I want to talk about. Okay, so let's see. Let me make these tiers real quick. So, top tier, I'm going to say this one is... No, I'm gonna call it effing crucial. Can't say effing because of YouTube be tripping. I'll leave that one as, I'll call it incredible. This one is, I'll say it's pretty good, but it could be better. And then I'm just gonna go straight to garbage. Wait, can you add a whole tier here? How do you add a tier? I don't see a way to add one. Can you add hold on. Oh, you can move them up and, oh shoot, hold on. I'm screwing it up. So I'll say this is average, and this is should not exist. Okay? Extra exclamation points at the end of that bit for emphasis, okay? So there's our categories. It's gonna be f***ing crucial, incredible, pretty good, average, and should not exist. Those are the ones I'm kind of pissed at. Okay, look, I'm about to jump right into it, baby. Okay, I'm going from left. I kind of already ordered some of these, so it's not gonna be like a long tier list. At least I don't think so. We gonna see. Okay, so Silent Hill. Man, this movie was trash. This movie sucked. It was kind of similar to the game, but to be honest with you, I played the Silent Hill game. I didn't think it was really that good either. It's basically like somebody's like dead, and they don't realize they're dead, and I guess they like went to hell or something because everything was just horrible, and everything was always like trying to kill them and do bad things to them. But it's like, I don't know. I guess I feel like if you were in hell, you would know. I don't know. It wasn't good. Okay, it wasn't good at all. That's why it doesn't have any sequels or anything like that. So, Assassin's Creed. Now, okay, point of reference. I have not played not a one Assassin's Creed game. So, it is what it is, guys and gals. I don't know, but the movie was, I don't know, it felt like it was kind of like average. That's the vibe I got. I didn't feel like I should watch it again. Okay. So, okay. Wait a minute. You know what? I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna make this average. Then I'm gonna say this is that's average. This is not very good because the Assassin's Creed movie was, I don't know. I think that's better. So Silent Hill, yeah, I gotta stick with that. That movie shouldn't exist. Okay. Now this is a Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Final Fantasy is like one of my all-time favorite game series. So you already know that anybody who's seen Spirits Within, that movie sucked donkey balls. That movie was so trash. I hated the fact that they did this to the Final Fantasy series. I cannot believe that the same people who made the games made this movie. It makes no sense. None at all. I'm like, I don't get it. The story was whack. Characters weak. The things that make Final Fantasy good were not there in terms of story and characters. And in a movie, you pretty much just got what? The plot, the story, the characters, and maybe like the way it's animated. And they pretty much screwed up everything except for the ways that the characters are animated. They did pretty decent with that, but it wasn't close to enough. And I cannot believe that they had the audacity to even release the movie in that state. It was mind-boggling, if I'm being honest. Okay, so this should not exist. This is like the top of the should not exist. How do you make it like, yeah, that's at the top for me. Okay, Monster Hunter with Mila Jovovich. The Resident Evil, the main actress for Resident Evil movies, Monster Hunter. This movie wasn't horrible, but it wasn't very good. I don't know. I feel like I rated this movie. I don't know if I rated it a good rating, but looking back on it, it wasn't very good. It had like one really good scene with Mila Jovovich fighting some dude, and they were beating the hell out of each other. It was crazy. I was like, yo, this fight scene is fire, but that was pretty much it. The monsters were, I don't know, it wasn't very good. All right, Prince of Persia. So I have seen this, but I can barely, this movie came out so long ago. I can barely remember this movie. I don't know how the heck I'd rank this, because I barely remember like what happens in the movie. But I know it wasn't exactly, it was somewhat true to the story, but it kind of wasn't. I don't know. I'd probably still put it in not very good, because I can't really remember it that much, but I know I've seen it. Mortal Kombat is the first one. Okay, let me put all these together. All right, so Mortal Kombat, the first one. I will say, let me see. Instead of incredible, let's call this, I will say, great. Incredible is giving a little too much credit. I'll call it great. All right, so the first Mortal Kombat was great. Love that movie. I would watch that movie anytime. It used to come on TV like all the time. I saw it in theaters with my uncle and my brother. So this movie I would watch. If it came on TV, I would always I catch it in the beginning, middle, end, hell, right before the credits and the final fight scene. I would always watch it and never really turn it away. I love the movie. Pretty much everything about the first Mortal Kombat movie I really liked. So, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. This movie is better as a kid than it is as an adult. It comes across as like extra cheesy. The special effects are like really bad. The fighting wasn't as good as the first one. It looked like it was like fake fighting. Some of it was real, but some of it was like, what the hell? But I wouldn't say it was like horrible. I don't know. I feel like it's better than some of these other movies. I put it, I don't know, maybe I'm biased. I like Mortal Kombat. I don't know. Was it not very good? Modern day, I'll say it wasn't very good. Man, we got to get some stuff that's good on this list, you know, like the Sonic stuff. It's like toward the end. We're going to get to that. So I'm gonna say some of that toward the end. Okay. I'm going to put the Tomb Raiders. Where are the Tomb Raiders? I'm going to put these. I'm about to cover those, and it's going to be like a slew of Resident Evil movies all at once. Okay, so the last Mortal Kombat movie. Man, look, this is very controversial. Very. But I loved this movie. I thought it was great. Like, I know Sub-Zero was like, for anybody who doesn't seen, a little bit of spoilers, okay? Sub-Zero was basically the final boss of this movie, but it was a good fight. It was really good. Now the stakes were they kind of low in it because it wasn't really like a Mortal Kombat tournament. It was like they were trying to stop them from being able to have. They were like trying to cheat and stop them from having the tournament by killing all the greatest contenders before the tournament. And then the sequel was supposed to be the actual tournament. And of course, you know, I think Sub-Zero and Scorpion are like undead, so even if they die, they like come right back. But I thought the fight scenes were incredible in this movie. I thought it was pretty good. Kano was funny as hell. Kano was funny as hell. I don't know, man. I put it right next to the first one. Because if this movie comes on, I'm watching it again. Like, I didn't hate this movie. Don't all unsubscribe at once, guys, okay? Like, just my opinion. It is what it is, okay? So, you know, hey, feel free to give it a dislike, though. If you dislike it, it's what it is. Okay, Tomb Raiders. You know what? Let me switch it up a little bit. Let me jump across to something. Mario Brothers. Who all has seen this movie? When I was a kid, I was real excited for this movie. This movie was trash. It was so bad. I was so disappointed, man. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I'm glad that they got this new movie coming out with Chris Pratt so they could just like wash the taste out of my mouth from how bad this movie was. I'm a grown adult and I still remember how bad this movie was. I still remember how crazy the guy who was like King Koopa as Bowser looked. He like, where they like put some gel in his hair or something. It just looked stupid. It looked ridiculous. So it wasn't good. Okay, they should feel ashamed of themselves for releasing that. It's like the Nintendo of America existed at the time, right? Like, I guess who approved? Was Nintendo Japan approved? Like, who approved this? Did they give them full reign over how bad, like, or you know, the quality of the movie? Because I feel like Nintendo, present day, would never approve this ever. This is, matter of fact, this is worse than Final Fantasy Spirits Within. It's even worse. Even worse, believe it or not, because there was nothing redeemable about this movie. Spirits Within at least looked good. It at least looked the part. It looks like the cover of it kind of looks like some Final Fantasy joint. It don't really got the crazy art, you know, the title. You know how Final Fantasy art looks on the title screens. It doesn't have nothing like that, which maybe it should, but you know, I don't know what went wrong, but this Mario movie was definitely worse. All right, look, let's jump back into Tomb Raider. Oh, Tekken, look, hold on, let me take this out. I have not seen this movie. I looked and I was looking at some clips. I'm like, no, I definitely haven't seen this. So that's another one. If it's worth watching, let me know. Heard it was trash, so think I'm good. Okay, Tomb Raider, the first one with Angelina Jolie, the Bae. Except not really. I never was a huge fan of Angelina Jolie. You know, it is what it is. Sorry, not my type. Okay, but even still, the movie was boring. I went to see it in theaters. I think I went to see this like with my parents or something. And I was excited. I think they wanted to see it because like, you know, we wanted to see it, like me and my siblings and stuff. It wasn't good. It wasn't very interesting. It was boring. I'd say it wasn't very good. Same thing for the second one. So I saw the second one not in theaters because my folks didn't want to see this. I didn't care and I didn't want to see it either. So I'll just put them right next to each other. Because I saw it, wasn't good. Neither one of these were interesting at all. I think the second one was like better than the first one, but neither one of them were good. Now this one, I don't even remember the actress's name, but I actually love this movie. This last one, this one, I would give it a great. I thought this movie was good. It was like a lot more action. It was like less talking, more action, like Tomb Raider should be. Like I don't want to go on and on all day about treasure and you know and who's gonna backstab who and all the politics. I just want to see somebody dodge traps and kill stuff. That's really what I want to see and look good doing it. All right. Look, shout out to the new baby girl. I need to look her up because you know look, she looked kind of. She was alright. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so look, this is like a slew of Resident Evil movies. This almost deserves like its own separate tier list. It's possible that I may actually do another one at some point, obviously not now, but at some point, another one with just Resident Evil stuff. So let's see. I already kind of pre-ordered them because I had to like really think like what happened in each movie because it's like a lot of them. And then they even got like this one here. I'm gonna save the new stuff for last. what is it, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, something like that. Escape from Raccoon City, whatever the hell it was. We gonna talk about that, trust. If any of y'all who seen my movie review, you already know what time it is, but we gonna get to that. First Resident Evil movie, goated. This one, top tier. I love that first movie. That movie was the truth. Look, I'm a spoiler alert. I liked basically all of the Resident Evil movies with Mila Jovovich. Okay, all of the movies was good. Jovovich. Like it's. Don't take offense, guys. I actually love her last name, Mila Jovovich. I hope I'm saying it right, but I always make fun of that name. So I always do that in real life all the time. So let's see, Apocalypse. This is the one with Nemesis. This one was like kind of weak. It was like this is the first one that I saw was the one with Nemesis, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad. I don't think any of the ones with her are bad. That's just me. Extinction was better than Apocalypse, but it wasn't very good. It's the one with Mike Epps, and they killed him off too. They turned him into a zombie. It was kind of messed up that they did that. But anyway, those weren't my favorite. The first one definitely, but then I think it started getting a little bit better for me at this point. Resident Evil Afterlife, I'm pretty sure it's the one where they freaking, it's like an Asian dude, and he was like afraid of like, they were trying to escape underground, and he's like, no, I'm afraid, I don't want to go. Dude just comes up with an axe and just slices dude in half. I was like, "Wah!" When I saw the movie, I hollered in the theater. It was so crazy. And then they got into this crazy fight scene with dude with a big ass axe. I forget what they call it, like executioner, I think what they call him. And the dude's just charging. Dude is like 7 feet tall, charging with this axe. It is crazy. And I remember they think they kill him, and then at the last second he just takes it. He just backhand just throws the axe, and it was all in slow motion. It was crazy, fam. Like that, just because of that scene. That one scene was so good. I remember the movie just because of that one scene. Like that's how good it was. So look, this mug. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I love these movies with Alice. It goes up to freaking crucial just because of that. Don't even remember the rest of the movie. But I remember I enjoyed that movie though. I remember I enjoyed a lot of that movie. I'm pretty sure it's the one where there's like multiple Alices, and at the very beginning of the movie they had like 30 of them, and they got in a big fight, and majority of them died or something. This is something real crazy. This one, okay. I don't remember. I don't even know what this one's called. I can't even see that. But I'm pretty sure it came out after Afterlife. And this one was also pretty good, but I can't really remember. I ain't gonna lie, I can't really remember it because it's just, there's a lot of these movies, you know, so I'll just give it, I know that I enjoyed it though, so I give it a great, because I enjoyed that. I'm not even gonna go into detail. I don't want it to be too much Resident Evil-esque, like just only talking about Resident Evil movies, so I'm going to just kind of, you know, move on from these. The last one I also thought was pretty good. I don't remember it being better than like the other ones, so I just put it somewhere in there. I thought it was great. Again, my tier list, okay? I liked all of Mila Jovovich's movies, okay? Okay, now let's go here real quick. I'm not gonna go on a whole nother rant about this movie, but let's just say they fucked it up. That's all you need to know. It was garbage. It goes and should not exist. That they trashed the Resident Evil. Some of the Resident Evil games aren't good. This is worse than any game. Any game that they have is worse. It's worse than all of it. I don't care if there's a freaking cell phone Resident Evil game. This is worse than anything that they have. Yeah, some people had audacity to say the Mila Jovovich movie. Mila Jovovich. It's Mila Jovovich, I think how you say it. Damn, have I been screwing this up the whole time? I'm pretty sure they say it's Jovovich. Anyway, so yeah, this movie was so bad. Everything about it was bad. Plot was bad. Characters were bad. They screwed up pretty much all the characters were screwed up. Wesker, Claire, Jill, Leon. Was Chris in the movie? He was. They screwed up everybody. They all sucked. It was horrible. Alright, look, I'm gonna do Sonic 2 last since I'm gonna do Sonic 1 and 2 last since they're like the most recent ones. Street Fighter the movie. Goated. I love this movie. Love this movie. People say this movie is horrible. I love this first Street Fighter movie. Is it cheesy? Yes, but Jean-Claude Van Damme was the man. Do not freaking come at me. Don't at me. It is what it is. Jean-Claude Van Damme was doing his thing. M. Bison was crucial in this. You know, it is what it is. I love that movie. Okay. Sonic, the first one. Okay, it went through this big controversy. Everybody knows it went through the big controversy with Sonic looking like trash at first. They remodeled him. Like, they got, like, cyberbullied into remodeling the character. Which they should have, because he looked like garbage. I made comments on threads and stuff, too. Like, what the hell is this shit? It looked horrible. I'm glad they fixed it, though. He had all his teeth out and stuff. Like, bro, chill. Like, learn how to make animated characters, y'all. Like, I don't know who the character designer was, who approved it, but somebody needs to learn how to tell people this does not look good. Tell them beforehand. They probably felt stupid as hell when people came back and bullying the hell out of them online and talking crap about their character. Tell them before it gets to that point next time, guys. Okay, so how good was this movie, the first one? Yeah. I thought it was, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought it was average. I put it above the Resident Evil movies. But it wasn't really that good. It wasn't like great. Like, the jokes weren't like that funny. It was like a good watch for like kids, but it wasn't that great. Now let's get to the second one. I never got a chance to review this movie, but I'm about to go ahead and rank it. And then y'all know what I think about it. So, was the second movie good? Yes. Really good. It was like way better than the first one. It was way better. The high stakes. It was higher stakes. It was funnier. It was like more action. I'm pretty sure it was more action. They had some kind of crazy dancing thing. It was kind of funny, but it was kind of weird too. But it was definitely good for kids, decent for adults. So it was pretty good. Is it goated as like one of the most freaking crucial movies? No. Maybe with Sonic 3, they did a good job with Knuckles and stuff in it too. But I don't know. I feel like somebody needs to come and write funnier jokes. Because like when I watch like a lot of Disney Pixar stuff, I find their stuff to be more interesting. Playing the Sonic games, I don't know if they have some of the same writers, but the games seems like they do a better job making it more interesting to watch in terms of like the humor and stuff. So they need to improve on the humor. He carries a lot through both the first one and the second. He carries a lot. If it wasn't for him, I would go as far as to say the movie's not funny at all. So Jim Carrey, he needs to be in his. If he's not in the third one, it's probably gonna suck. Be real with you. Jim Carrey carries as Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman. He carries. So I will put this. I mean, it's probably somewhere in the middle of great. Okay, so Mortal Kombat, I will say that I definitely like these Resident Evil movies better. Tomb Raider, that movie was good, but yeah, I'll leave Mortal Kombat where it's at because I do love Mortal Kombat. Sonic 2 is somewhere in here. So later on, I think people are going to be looking like, well, the movie was good, but it wasn't like absurdly good. Like some people making it seem like these Sonic movies were incredible. They weren't that good, man. They were good, but not that good, okay? So, you know, I got the Sonic shirt. I don't know if y'all can see. I got my boy Sonic right here. Crash Bandicoot and Super Mario. So they all on this one shirt. It's the only Sonic shirt I got. I'm kind of screwing up. But anyway, y'all, look. This is my tier list, okay, for movies. Apologies, I haven't seen a bunch of them down here. Haven't seen Uncharted yet. I will be seeing that soon. But maybe I'll revisit this later on. You know, probably take a few years or something because I haven't seen a bunch of these movies, and to get to them, it's gonna take a while. But I hope y'all enjoy this tier list. Let me know what you think. Do you disagree with this tier list? Do you guys hate me now? Do you hate me? Let me know in the comments. Like, does my opinion effing suck? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think should be top tier. Do you think this Sonic movie, the Sonic 2, is the greatest movie that's ever existed that's video game based, or just the best movie period? do all the Resident Evil movies suck to you and I'm like retarded or something? Like, y'all let me know. Anyway, y'all, if you enjoyed, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Roshad Lamar. I appreciate y'all watching. More gameplays to come. Still working on Elden Ring, okay? It's coming. I'll catch y'all next time.